Well, from those tough teenage years to relationships, becoming a mom, then an empty nester, perhaps a caretaker, women go through so many stages of life, and it helps to have someone walking alongside you who can listen no matter where you are. That is what the Flourishing Collective can be. Sarah Showalter Van Tongeren, she is the owner of the Holland-based counseling practice, all women therapists focusing on women's mental health. Sarah, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me so much.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the Flourishing Collective and why you felt there was a need for this.
Yes, so I am the owner of the team, All Women Therapists. I moved to Michigan, West Michigan, 14 years ago. I was seeing women one-on-one, realizing there's a need. There's something unique here that's happening, and so I expanded and founded this team of all-female therapists.
Wonderful. And all of the work you do is telehealth.
Yes, so we're based in West Michigan, we're local, but we are available all throughout the state. So that is a unique perspective, allowing people to be able to be seen in their busy lives.
Sure. Okay, and let's talk about the focus on women, because you said you were out there and you noticed there is obviously a need. Why do women need more therapists?
Yes, we need support, right? And we need people that understand. And so that's where I want to start, is that we understand. So we know the complexities of what we're up against, right? We're up against multiple dual roles. We're professionals, we're parents, we're partners, mothers, daughters, caregivers, and we also are often on the front lines of caregiving. In addition to, we have goals and dreams and desires. And so there's lots of pressures we face. And so maybe it comes out as anxiety or stress or depression, but it's actually really more than that. And that's why we designed the Flourishing Collective to be tailored specifically to all the needs that women have.
Yeah, and let's talk too, because you have several therapists and they all kind of have different specialties.
Yes, they do.
Let's talk about why that's important as well.
Yes, so women across the lifespan, right? We have people that specialize in teenagers, right? It's the first time that they're experiencing life, relationships, school, pressures, big decisions. And so we have therapists that tailor towards that. We have therapists that tailor towards young adults and young professionals, therapists that tailor as people are making relationship and life decisions too. And that's an important and unique perspective that can be very helpful in understanding of what they need, and that can tailor to what they're needing at the time.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And talk too about therapy in general, that I think a lot of people have that maybe misconception that it's only when things are really, really bad do you need to go to therapy. But this is like really a maintenance thing.
Yes, right? I thank you for bringing that up, because I think we do have a sort of stigma around therapy. It's only for a crisis or something that's going really bad, when actually there's so much value that you can get in your life when you start from a place of strength and you're actually wanting to do prevention, you're wanting to do growth, you're wanting to go from strength to growth, and you can meet them right where they're at. And it doesn't have to be scary or bad. It actually can be a place of intentionality, and maybe you want to look at your life differently. Maybe you want to meet a goal, a professional goal, a parenting goal, a relationship goal. Maybe you're stuck. Those are great reasons to just go to therapy.
Yeah, and you know, as my daughter says, don't treat your friends like your therapist, right? Like, you don't have to unload all of the things on your friends. This is a good, safe space where you're actually going to get some professional guidance as well.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. It's different than friends because we're trained. So we have gone to graduate school, we're licensed, we're mental health providers, and so we're specialized in helping women. And then additionally, we can be that outlet that actually then you can have fun with your friends and actually enjoy some time. And so by setting aside a time to go to therapy, you're actually giving some time for yourself, which most women don't do.
Yeah, right, absolutely. Yeah. And let's talk about what the first steps are. Maybe you're listening to this and you're like, wow, this is resonating with me. This is something I want to do. How do you go about finding the therapist that fits you and starting on that journey?
That's a great process. So you can call us, you go to our website, text us, whatever's useful, whatever means is helpful for you. And then the next step you can do, we have an intake coordinator, and she actually will meet with you, talk with you, email back and forth, text, whatever your busy life holds, and find the right therapist fit for you. And that goes in a couple different ways, right? Scheduling, availability, specialty. But she's specially trained in that. She actually was previously a therapist herself. And so she can help get more clarity around what you're needing. And then the other thing that we do that's unique is we actually provide a 3-session intake get to know you process. And so we think it's really important. We know the most important thing in therapy is actually the therapeutic fit and relationship. And so we want to make sure you have a good fit, not just that can meet your therapeutic needs, but also that you click with. And so we give you 3 sessions to make that, and then you're met with a tailorized plan. And so you'll get actually a plan with all the steps that we're going to take, the goals, how we're going to support you and help you. And that'll sort of be like the working document that you get to use going forward.
Okay, like a little map.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Because I think sometimes the work in therapy can be so daunting for people. They don't really know, what am I know I want to change, but I don't know what. And so that's what we're here to help you take those steps, because we're trained in that. That's what we want to do. It gives us so much joy and meaning.
I love that. Have a goal at the end instead of just kind of wandering aimlessly like, I just want to be better.
Exactly, yeah, but like better how, and what is a meaningful life for you, and what does it feel like to flourish, and when do you feel at your best, and what's a value you have and that you want to see yourself grow. We'll help you articulate that and hopefully get to do the work to meet it. And I feel so lucky. We have such a great team to be able to do this work with women every single day. It's so meaningful to me. I think it is such a gift to our community. I feel so grateful to be a part of here in West Michigan. And I think the Flourishing Collective is a great place to start when you're ready to do some work.
Wonderful. Well, Sarah, thank you so much
for
being here and for doing this, creating this space for women. So serving all of West Michigan and beyond, really the whole state. They do accept Blue Cross Blue Shield. You want to learn more, you want to get signed up, theflourishingco.org for more information.